We saw a little bit of a glimpse of some sunshine here early on this morning. That has pretty much disappeared, though, as we get into this afternoon. Pre-owned of Columbia still hanging on to 10 degrees as we get into that lunchtime. A lot of that cloud cover is starting to work its way back in. We're still on the cool side of things here, as you can imagine. 5 degrees below zero is what it's feeling like out at Columbia Regional Airport. Even Macon still hanging on to 16 degrees below zero, so you got to bundle up here as we get into this Friday afternoon. Latest look, though, at that satellite imagery down south. Still seeing a little bit of some sunshine, but that's going to be fleeting as we go forward. Kind of hard to see. We've got to flip over to that infrared imagery, and you can kind of pick out a little bit better where that area of clear skies is, working its way off toward the south. Our attention, though, is eventually going to be turning more so toward this disturbance that we're tracking into the Pacific right now. That's eventually going to work its way onshore, and that's going to bring us some snow chances here as we close out the weekend. We do have a chance at some light snow tomorrow morning. I still think that one's looking fairly benign, but we are staying cold all the meanwhile as we go through this weekend. 10 degrees for high on Saturday. We're in the single digits on Sunday. There's that shot at some light snow here as we get very early in the morning on Saturday, and it, for the most part, is going to be staying up to our north of about Highway 24 or so. As we get into Sunday, though, that's where things start to look a little bit more interesting, and we're starting to think this is going to be coming in what looks like almost two different waves, one of which might be coming on Sunday, the next of which might come on Monday. So, again, it's going to be maybe not necessarily a complete break, but maybe just kind of a downward trend in some of those snowfall totals. We're still working on some of those details as we get a little bit closer to that system. Again, I showed you it's still swirling out in the Pacific Ocean, so we should have some better ideas once that thing works its way onshore. But as of right now, again, it's starting to look a little bit more likely that we're going to be picking up some snow Sunday through Monday. That cold, that is still going to be the biggest problem, though, that we're facing into this weekend. In terms of snowfall amounts, still a little bit too soon to be talking specific numbers, but I think we're going to be seeing the higher numbers down toward the south of really about Highway 50, but all of us probably going to be picking up some sort of accumulation. But again, still working on exactly how much we're going to be looking at as we get into Sunday and Monday. It's going to be a bit of a rough Valentine's weekend across mid-Missouri. Again, temperature is going to be brutal out there. 5 degrees for a high on Valentine's Day itself. Into Monday, looks like it's going to be more of the same. Those overnight lows going to be falling below freezing and feeling a lot worse when you factor in that wind out of the north.